2, 1. Today we'll go through the steps for classroom teachers to access their Seesaw account through ClassLink. Let's take a look. One of the places that we can find access to our Seesaw page is through any one of the Kenosha Unified Schools. If we go to Kenosha Unified School District's webpage, up at the top there's a menu, and I'm going to click Schools really near the right-hand side. When I do that, a list of all of our schools in the district will pop up and be available. Now, it doesn't matter what level people are at, if it's elementary, middle school, or high school. We can click any school and go to that website in order to access ClassLink. So here we happen to be at Jefferson. I'm going to scroll down. Each school in the district will have some type of quick links menu on one side of the screen or the other. And as you go through the quick links, you'll see ClassLink is one of our options. This is the one way to access your ClassLink page. At this point, when you get this far, it might be a good idea to bookmark that. I'm using Google Chrome, and in order to bookmark that, there's a little star up here in the URL bar, and you can see mine's blue because right here on my bookmarks bar, I've already got that bookmarked. But if yours has not been selected, you can click that star to put it as a bookmark. If you're using any other browser, you can bookmark it there too. So the first time you log into ClassLink, you will need to use your Active Directory username and password. And what does that mean? That means it's the same username that the Kenosha Unified School District gave you as an employee. My name is Michelle Valeri, so my username is M. Valeri. Your username will usually follow the pattern of a first initial, last name. If your last name is very long, it will truncate the end of that name. The pattern Kenosha Unified uses to make your username is your first initial and last name. Now there's variations. If you have a very long last name, they will truncate that last name. And if you have a very common name that other people in the district also have, they may put a middle initial or something in here. You may recognize part of this when you do email. It's whatever comes before the @ symbol. Right now, I am M. Valeri, and the password is whatever that password was that was either set up or that I selected. So I enter that there and go sign in. Alrighty, so we're here today to access your Seesaw account. I am counting on the fact that the people watching this are classroom teachers. So you'd be a classroom teacher from grades K1 or 2. And I'm scrolling down to the bottom of my list of apps because I know this Seesaw Classroom application should be somewhere on your Launchpad. This is the one that classroom teachers and classroom teachers only have to use. This application is where the district will upload all of your classroom information, your student lists, and the names of your classes. So I'm going to go up to the top here, upper left, right next to Kenosha Unified, and there's a plus symbol that says Open App Library. I just want to show you why it's important that we use that Seesaw Classroom. Notice I have this underline on Staff KUSD apps, so that's all of them. Right here, this first one starting out is a asterisk and Seesaw Classroom, and it says remove. I'm not going to remove it because that's the one I want. But I do want to show you that if I go up into the search bar and I put in Seesaw and hit return, there are two different apps. And I just want to clarify, classroom teachers and your students, you will use Seesaw Classroom. That information is sunk together each evening with our Infinite Campus, our student information system. And so this is where all of your data comes from for your Seesaw classroom, all your student names and your class lists. And the Seesaw Teacher Unofficial, that application is for our support staff. So that's an application that you do not need to have on your dashboard. You'll have enough in there, but I did want to show you that there's a difference between those two. Alrighty, so let's go back into our ClassLink Launchpad. What you will do, you'll notice there's a little key. The district, because it's all connected to our student information system in which you are there with your class list, should launch for you automatically. So you just have to highlight it and click. It'll go through the steps of logging in. If the first time you log in, you end up seeing this screen, that's okay, not to worry. Just make sure we click I am a teacher, and then you may need to enter your username and password, which would be your district information, one time, and then click teacher sign in. So we will enter our username, which is going to be our district email. So you want to enter the whole thing at KUSD.edu. This is if it asks. Most of the time, this will log in automatically for you, but I want to make sure that in case it doesn't, you know what to do. All right, so I've entered my whole entire KUSD email, I've entered my password, and I'm going to click Teacher Sign In. Please, 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 teachers, do not teacher sign in with Google. We are not using our Google accounts. I understand we have two accounts. One's a Google account and one's our Active Directory account right here. But we're not using our Google accounts for the Seesaw. And if you do, it's not going to bring you to the right place. So next step, teacher sign in. And then you should have this open up to your Seesaw journal usually pops up first. And there is another video that I'm going to be bringing you through to walk you through the basics. But you'll know it's you because in your upper left corner here, you'll see your name. If you open that button, you'll see the list of classes. Now you won't see classes until we sync Infinite Campus with Seesaw. That might not happen till just before school starts. So if you're watching this summer and you're not seeing anything, do not be alarmed. It's just because that has not been sunk together. So that's how you know you are in the right place. All right, so that's the end of this. If you have questions, you can contact the help desk at helpdesk@kusd.edu. Thank you.